Hey, Freedom Prayer Team. I'm in a weird space today, Shannon's office, because Shannon's on vacation. She's on a sabbatical, and when the cat's away, the mouse gets to play in her office. So that's my weird background and the weird angle, so I don't have my tripod. Hey, haven't connected with you on Tuesday Tips in a while, so it's good to have this moment. Couple of announcements and then just two small tips, and then I want you guys to be giving me feedback for tips too, because like I said, I want to know what you guys need as well. So announcement number one, I just sent out invitations to those of you who had asked to be part of the response prayer training that will be happening October 27th with Jennifer Barnett. This is going to be, we're opening up how do we pray for people after service, and if you want to be part of that team, you need to let me know. If you didn't let me know prior to now, you would not have gotten an invitation. But if you would like to come to that, then I need to know so I can send you an RSVP for food and materials. Okay, number two, we are looking to exciting news. October 1st, Freedom Prayer should be available on the website as a place to go and sign up for a prayer time. I've just sent out some communication to Dave about us being ready to begin to announce little by little in October. So he's probably going to wrap that into one of his sermons. That's really exciting. And so we should be getting some additional people coming through. In order to get ready for that, we're considering and trying to move forward with adding some campuses. Probably in October, mid to late October. Actually, it will be late October and November at this point because we're scheduling out. So we are communicating with campus pastors and campus managers to help us figure out nights, locations. Our hope is to use, to schedule team members that are from those campuses if we have enough. And it won't be the same type of schedule that we have at Wexford because we don't have enough team members at other places, but this does not mean that you still won't be asked to serve at Wexford. So please don't think if I'm at City, I'm only going to serve at City. If I'm at Sewickley Valley or Beaver Valley, I'm only going to serve there. That's not going to work for our team because the bulk of our times are still at the Wexford campus. But that's coming and that's exciting. We're beginning to push forward on that. So yay. And then I just think a couple of quick tips today and an encouragement. The encouragement is we are really, one more announcement. There's a planning center issue that Deneen and I just identified yesterday, and it is really without explaining it, those of you who are on our team and on our other planning center teams, your information has not gotten communicated to me in the way that we thought it would. So if you have not experienced getting invites to prayer times like you should be, it's not me not picking people. It's not literally, I look at the queue that comes up and says, this person hasn't served in 4 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever, and I'm going off of those numbers. But if you are on another planning center team, it's counting that as part of your serving instead of just locating that in the Freedom Prayer team. So first of all, apologize for that, but I can't keep in my head 80 different people as to when you served last. So I'm counting and relying on planning center. So please, let's have grace for the process. Deneen's looking into it with the person who works with planning center. It's complex. Planning center and our database situations are very complex. So Deneen's doing an incredible job figuring all this out. But that has probably led to some of you not being on as much as you would have been. So much apologies on that. Okay, to let you know for the rollout, in line with that last point, Jennifer had suggested to me strongly that it would be really important for me to gather a really strong team of 15 or so Chair 1 people and really lean into them so that when we launch fully, we have of 15 core people. For the amount of people that we're going to need to serve, we need at least that many people who are serving regularly in Chair 1. So if you know people that have received more prayer times or who are having more of an opportunity, that's part of the reason, because we're trying to give the reps to the Chair 1 people who are able to serve, a little bit more frequently, so that we have a team that we can really push out when the numbers start really coming in stronger. So I just wanted to explain that so you understand the process. This is not about people who are good, better, best. It's none of that. It's just planning center issues and developing that part of our team really in a strong place. And then we'll continue adding Chair 1s as we feel like we're getting, and I think we're pretty much there at this point. So this will be the place where we can begin to add more people into the Chair 1. So if you're ready to jump back into that, if you've been serving Chair 2 and 3 and you want to move forward in that process like we've discussed, let me know. Okay, the encouragement is that we have exponentially moved forward in the process of learning, feeling comfortable with Freedom Prayer, having a lot more prayer times that are I think what we all were thinking, dreaming of, as we get more facility with the process. We still are having, the biggest issue in connection, and I still continue to be incredibly excited about the possibility that, and the reality that we are pulling people into a place with God that they've never been. Guys, this is incredible, and it's good news for our church, and God's beginning to expedite that process. So I'm hearing a lot of great prayer times. I think that next Tuesday, one of the things I want to do is give you some very specific stories that will encourage your heart. So send me stories, people, so that I can continue to encourage the team. All right, quick tip for you, a couple of tips. As we add campuses, we're also adding Zoom options. We have one currently, but we'll be adding another. So that's going to be, as we push out to the campuses, into the full sort of congregation, that's going to probably be more of an option than we've had before. So a couple of things to be aware of with Zoom. If you told us before that you were not open to Zoom and maybe you want to rethink that, please let us know so we can change your status in Planning Center. That also goes for if your times have changed and you're now into a fall schedule that wasn't true in the summer. If you could email Deneen and copy me and let us know that your schedule has changed and here are the nights and days you're available for. That would be huge and helpful. If you are a Zoom person, here's just a quick couple of tips for you. First of all, your team should meet 10 to 15 minutes early, just like any other meeting, but specifically you're going to want to discuss how you pass notes back and forth. Some people prefer to use the chat. Some people prefer to use text messages between that trio. It doesn't matter which way, it's just whatever is most comfortable for you, and specifically most comfortable for Chair 1, however they're least distracted or it's most helpful for them. I like using chat, but if you use chat, you always want to say to the person, hey, you're welcome to look at any of these notes, but it would be most helpful for you probably if you close your chat feature so that you're not distracted by the questions coming through. Whatever it is, just make sure you agree on it and you're all doing the same thing. The second tip is Chair 1 and 2. You want to keep your eyes open during this whole process, especially on Zoom. You will pick up a whole lot of body language that you don't necessarily see across the room, especially when it's a little darker. So you want to keep your eyes on them. And this is a Chair 2 tip in general. This was sent in by somebody actually. Chair 2, you should not have your eyes closed during the whole session. So if you find yourself interceding, praying with your eyes closed, that's not really the role of Chair 2. Chair 3 is actually the main intercessor. Now, of course, everyone's praying and Chair 2 does add in. But chair 3 is carrying that intercessory role in the notes. Chair 2 really needs to pay attention to, what's going on in the prayer time, that 30,000 foot level. So you need to be really keyed in on that and be ready to send notes. It's really important to keep your eyes open for most of the prayer time, chair 2, because you need to be watching the nonverbal cues that come up from people. Chair 3 on Zoom, if you want to go off camera to do the notes, you can do that. Some people think they look funny while they're typing notes. I stay on camera because I think it's nice to have that supportive team, and I don't think it makes a difference for me, but you need to think that through. And I don't think there's anything else about that, but I did want to say that about chair 2, Zoom and non-Zoom. Please make sure that you are watching and attending to what's happening in the space and not just closing your eyes and praying. Okay, hope that helps, guys. Looking forward to hearing from you if you want to come to that response prayer training. Fired up for October. It's going to be an awesome month. Busy for us near the end of October, but awesome. So love you all. Talk to you soon.